Hello students, now let us just continue with our chapter Forest and Wildlife Resources. Okay, here are the factors which are responsible for the depletion of flora and fauna. First factor is overutilization of forests. In the earlier days, man's needs were limited. He was dependent on forests only for few things, although lot of things can be obtained from forest. Forests are being used to fulfill man's need directly and indirectly. We are obtaining wood, barks, leaves, rubber, medicine, dyes, food, fuel, fodder, etc. from forest. Second factor is colonial period. The greatest damage inflicted on Indian forests was during the colonial period due to the expansion of the railways, agriculture, commercial and scientific forestry and mining activities. Third factor is agricultural expansion. Substantial parts of the tribal belts, especially in the northeastern and central India, have been deforested or degraded by shifting cultivation, a type of slash and burn agriculture. Now, fourth factor is multi-purpose river projects. This particular term you must have heard in chapter 3, that is water resources. So, multi-purpose river projects have also contributed significantly to the loss of forest. Since 1951, over 5,000 square kilometers of forest were cleared for river valley projects and is still continuing with projects like Narmada Sagar project in Madhya Pradesh, which would inundate 40,000 hectares of forest. Fifth factor is mining. Mining is another important factor behind deforestation. Mining operation needs big machines, labor, roads, railways, etc. and all these lead to deforestation. The Buxar Tiger Reserve in West Bengal is already threatened due to mining operations. The destruction of forests and its impact on cultural diversity. Deforestation is also responsible for poverty. It is considered direct outcome of environmental destruction. Most of the poor people or tribal people depend on forests for their basic needs. Now, if the forests are destroyed, these poor people will be deprived of the basic necessities. Deforestation also leads to drought because forests help in rainfall. Deforestation can also induce floods because vegetation has the ability to check the speed of water. Both floods and drought are considered major factors responsible for poverty. So now let us discuss about what all measures we can take to conserve our forests and wildlife. Conservation of forests and wildlife in India. First, national parks, biosphere and wildlife sanctuaries. To protect the biodiversity, Indian government has established more than 100 national parks, 515 wildlife sanctuaries and 17 biosphere reserves. Second, the India Wildlife Protection Act. In the 1960s and 1970s, conservationists demanded a national wildlife protection program. The Indian Wildlife Act was implemented in 1972 with various provisions for protecting the habitats. Third, projects for protecting specific animals. The central government has also announced several projects for protecting the specific animals which were gravely threatened, included the tiger, the one-horned rhinoceros, the Kashmir stag or hangal, the three types of crocodile and the gharial, etc. have been given full or partial legal protection against hunting and trade throughout India. Classification of forest. Basically, it is divided into three parts. First is the reserve forest, second protected, and third unclassed forest. First one, that is reserve forest. Reserve forests are the forests that are regarded as the most valuable as far as the conservation of forests and wildlife resources are concerned. More than half of the total forest land has been declared reserve forest. Protected forests. This forest land is protected from any further depletion. Almost one third of the total forest area is protected forest. As declared by the Forest Department, of the total forest covers, 29.2% are the protected forest. Third, unclassed forests. These are other forests of wasteland that belongs to both government and private individual and communities. Here, no restrictions are imposed, but because of the inaccessibility and hostile terrain, nobody can easily make use of them. Of the total forest cover, 16% are the unclassed forest. Community and conservation. In Sariska Tiger Reserve, Rajasthan, villagers have fought against mining by citing the Wildlife Protection Act. The inhabitants of 5 villages in the Alwar district of Rajasthan have declared 1200 hectares of forest as the Bhairodev Dakaf Sanctuary. Many states have launched joint forest management program to involve local communities in the management and restoration of degraded forests. Odisha was the first state to launch this program. Under GFM, Joint Forest Management, local people living on the periphery of the forest from organization known as Van Samrakshan Samiti VSS in order to protect the forest. So many farmers and citizens groups support the Beach Bachao Andolan in Tiri, and Navdanya have developed or are using various crop protection methods which do not use synthetic chemicals for growing crops. The famous Chipko movement launched by the women of Chamoli in northern India saved more than 12,000 square kilometer area of forest just by hugging the trees when the lumberjacks attempted to cut them. Now here we are ending with a chapter that is forest and wildlife resources. Hope so this PPT is helpful for you. Make use of time and complete your work of SST. Thank you so much.